Out here on the block, my side. Run it in the house for it's 12 o'clock. Yeah, the hood love me, but you gotta watch. Amen, amen. I just three, I don't do sleep. Yeah, tryna see, movie. Yeah, we gon' fall through, coming through deep. Amen, amen. Yeah, packed it from the south, moved it to the west. Iced the logo on the cross, threw it on my neck. Yeah, when I rep the set, gotta stay blessed. Yeah, amen, amen. People tryna say I'm on the enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Amen, amen. Man, what it meant to me. Everybody try to take the identity. Everybody around me turn to a friend of me. Sit back while I take on a remedy. I cannot let it get into me. It's playing a toll on me, meant to me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Jaguars going up against the Jets.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a second straight week.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
But on the ground they go with a running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down to the offense needing 5 yards. Now it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Red zone opportunity. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
All right, here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And the wideout in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On third down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On second down, here's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On second down, here's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
run it again with Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Now it's Trubisky. And it's caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now the return, Rashad Green. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throw left side, complete. That's Robinson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Fournette running right. And he's got some space here. Still fighting. Continuing to fight for more. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all, because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll run with Mack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now they try the right side here. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Yards on the return that time, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
All right, now look at 56. Look at... Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Gonna let one fly for, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 53 yards. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Again, it's Fournette. Busts through the tackle. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
All right, here we go. 3 down.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, over.
Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion. A handoff to Fournette. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. New York set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Washington gets it going right. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start game as opposed to getting it at the end.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard
They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it when they first started.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
No, check, Patrick.
Now they'll run on the draw. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a carry from Mack. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here's Brad Nortman now. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Brad Nortman now, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Now let's go. Blue, watch it now, Barney. Over. Good.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Jacksonville, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.